So, finishing up with Lessons from the Thorns, dedicating this chapter to my brother Michael on his 54th birthday today, July 19th, 2020. So, my name is Sandra, and I am the author of Lessons from the Thorns, and today's reading is dedicated to my big brother Michael Elijah Anderson, whom I love so very much. And I'm just going to read a small excerpt of this part. And this part is one of the parts when Michael ran away with me. I did not know he was going to come and run away with me, but he did. And I was a pregnant teen. By that time, I was a habitual runaway. And so this part is when Michael came up behind me when I just thought I was going to be running away on my own again. He did not want me to be by myself. So here we go. Lessons from the Thorns, 228. Linda and I hug and kiss before I leave 24th Street. I know Linda will be all right because she spends a lot of time with Pam's mother in Pam's mother's house. The bond Linda has with the family is special, and I know she will not be alone while our mother was working. And either way, she will be safe from any attempts from Robert. Joy's baseball bat made sure of that. He never touches her. I vow never to come back to 24th Street. I hurry my pace, eager to sit near the waves and feel the spray from the sea washing over me. Behind me, I hear footsteps swiftly approaching. He refused to let me go by myself. Everything is going to be all right, Sandra. God is with us. You are carrying a child, and I will not let you be alone on the street. We will trust God together, Michael says, rubbing his hand gently across my back. Tomorrow is not promised. The next meal or where we will lay our heads tonight is uncertain. All we have is each other. Michael has always been sure of himself, even before we left Tampa. Despite the fears of our troubled childhood, he appears unscathed. His stubborn demeanor helps me breathe easier. I'm glad he is with me tonight. The night breeze blows hard from the ocean. Michael and I make our way up the busy strip. We blend in with the sea of faces moving in both directions. The prattle of voices mingle with the sound of punk rock and the various smells rising from the bakeries and fast food restaurants. I tell Michael about the bathroom at the Biltmore Hotel, and no one came in during the late hours of the night when I stayed there before. Michael hears me, but he doesn't seem to listen. He scans the strip, looking up and down each side of the road and building. I am not sure what he's looking for, but I know he's about to make something happen. That's his nature. The people who know him best call him Mr. Swap Shop because he always has a hustle. With his trusty beeper and his bag of tricks, Michael could charm his way inside the Pentagon. I am not sure how many days pass before we meet Ron, a young man who looked to be around 17 and had the same wondering look about him. Sitting against a wooden blockade, we notice the young man watching us. Possibly a runaway, he comes and sits on the same weather-beaten barrier that separated the beach from the road. I watch him watching us, and with Michael by my side, I felt more confident and prepared to meet crazy with crazy. Whatever happens, I ready myself. Sand covers his feet and his knees. Hi, I'm Ron, he says, politely. Hello, my name is Michael, and this is my sister Sandra, Michael says with a business-like flair. I follow with a swift hello. He and Michael continue to talk. I quietly zone in and out, staring at his tan skin, wavy blonde hair, and ocean blue eyes that lets you see right through him. Come on, Sandra, Michael says, motioning me to follow him and Ron. I do not think twice about where we're going. I trust Michael. Crossing A1A towards the back streets, we climb upstairs to a small group of studio apartments. Ron leads us into an apartment that he says he shares with some friends. If you need a place to crash, you guys can hang out here, Ron says, introducing us to his male roommates. We sit on a black couch. Michael is trusting and cordial. Guarded, I follow Michael's lead. Ron's roommate are 4 same-sex mixed race couples. They are kind to us, but Ron seems too nice. Why would he invite strangers into his place? Why does he want to help us? I question his motive, waiting for the ugly truth to slip in through the back door, but it doesn't. There's no double crosses or hidden agendas. Ron and his friends offer us a place to rest. Nothing more, nothing less. Ron and I talk about why he ran away from home. The story went from his dad to drugs to rejection. He spoke in circles as the conversation went on, avoiding direct answers to the questions about his family, and I don't press for any. Sometimes there are no logical answers. Life is what it is, a dream, a grand illusion where we don't remember our birth and the appointment of our death is set by the same mysteries of time. In this life, there are no easy answers. Perhaps that is why we run away to the ocean. The vast sea helps us forget all the questions that have no logical answers. The sound of the waves drown out all of the nonsense and condemning voices that tells us that we are not good enough and never will be. You don't look like you belong here, out in the cold, Ron says, looking at my belly, then up at me. You can crash here until you and your brother figure something out. We thank him, and Michael and I stay on the sofa, and though I'm still somewhat suspicious, the doubts begin to fade. No one hurts us. No one asks any questions from us. These are complete strangers, but they show us compassion. There is a lot I do not know about life, about love, about anything. I say to myself, with Michael by my side, I drift off to sleep. So that I ended at page 229 of my book, Lessons from the Thorns. And again, I wanted to dedicate this to my brother Michael because, there's a lot of things that goes on inside of our family dynamics. And I'm going to turn off this light now that I've finished reading. There's a lot of things that goes on inside of our family dynamics. And sometimes it's good, sometimes not so good. But one thing that I've grown to love and learn is that family is forever, no matter what, and that we are all family in the grand scheme of things. Race is an illusion. We are all a part of the human race. And one thing I've learned in my life and what I wrote in my book is that we're all human. The skin will fade. Our life comes and life goes. We're all human, all the color of tears. And so with that being said, I want to thank you if you stayed and listened to know that this book is dedicated to my sister Joyce, who transitioned to heaven a couple of years ago, and also to my family. And it chronicles our life and the things that we went through. And so many families are going through and have gone through so much. But I want you to know that one thing that is unchanging, and that is the love of God and the love of Christ. And I'm so grateful that my sister Joyce introduced us to a real living Savior, Yeshua HaMashiach, and she taught us about the love of Christ and how real He is. I pray that He becomes real for you as well. God bless you.